Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another edition of WNBA Prize Picks Top Plays presented by Prize Picks. I'm Cooper Bonai for Odd Shopper. You guys can find me on social media at CrashboardsDFS. Wanted to go ahead and review our two bets from last night, guys. We just missed on both of our Prize Picks Top Plays. We had some unfortunate circumstances that killed one of ours. Initially, it looked like Natasha Heidemann was going to go off. She had 8 points in the first quarter. We took her over 9.5 points for the game. She had 8 points in the first quarter, did not score again, did not play the second half. So that one got killed when it was initially looking extremely promising. The other one we had was Alyssa Thomas in that same game. She did not have many assists in the first half. She had 2 assists, I believe. Came out strong in the second half, got up to 6 assists, and got pulled with about 5 minutes left in the game. So she finished at 6 out of 6.5. Natasha Heidemann finished at 8 out of 9.5 after getting those 8 in the first quarter. So that was tough. I'm looking to bounce back tonight. I really thought early on in that game that I had those on lock. So we'll see if we can't bounce back. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump right into our picks for tonight, guys. The first one I'm going to have is going to be Natasha Cloud over 22.5 points, rebounds, and assists. A couple of things I have for this game, y'all. Natasha Cloud has gone over this number in 4 of her last 5, including every single one of her last 4 games. In those last 4, she's averaged 26 PRA per game, so 3.5 over this prop. That includes 225 PRA nights in back-to-back games against Seattle, who rank as the second best defense in the WNBA in terms of points per game allowed. Also wanted to note that this streak began the last time that Elena Delle Donne did not play, which was 4 days ago versus Dallas. In that game, Natasha Cloud also had 25 PRA. That will be the case again tonight. The Mystics are without Elena Delle Donne. She did not travel with the team. She's getting more rest. So with the Mystics star player being sidelined, I do expect Natasha Cloud and Ariel Atkins to play aggressively. I like this prop for both Cloud and Atkins, but this matchup with Chicago seems like it sets up pretty well for Cloud in my eyes. She is a defensive ace, so she will be intensely matching up with players like Kalia Copper and Courtney Vandersloot. That should up the ante for her. That should get her playing her best game. She hasn't performed extremely well against Chicago this season, so I am banking on her having her first solid game against them while Elena Delle Donne is out. I will say those matchups against Chicago came months ago. Cloud has drastically improved her stats over that time, and her usage has skyrocketed. The last month, her usage has been extremely high. She is averaging over 13 field goal attempts per game over her last 4 games, and also averaging 9 assists per game. So she's getting a lot of shots up. Like I said, with Elena Delle Donne out, she really runs this offense. She kind of has the capability to dish the rock a lot, score a lot. She kind of does whatever she wants to do. She is the leader of this team when Elena Delle Donne is not playing. Also wanted to mention, over that last 4 game span, guys, she shot less than 40% from the field in each game, and she still hit over on the PRA. So if she can have just a decent shooting night tonight, this play will look very promising in my eyes. Players like Shakira Austin and Alicia Clark have stepped it up recently in terms of their rebounding and scoring. Just a week ago, I was talking about how those 2 players did not provide much for this team. I guess I lit a spark under them because the last few days or so, they've been playing great, particularly Shakira Austin. She's hit her PRA prop. I think the last 3 games, she's been averaging over 20 PRA in the last few. So she's been playing great. These types of players succeeding in their secondary roles while Natasha Cloud runs the show is a recipe for success in terms of this prop. In her last 6 games, Cloud is averaging over 5.5 rebounds per game as well. That is 1 rebound per game over her season average. So those are my notes for that Natasha Cloud pick, guys. Everything just kind of bodes well. If everything falls into place, it seems like a game where she should play a lot of minutes. She should have a high usage, put up a lot of shots. And as we know, she dishes the rock like no other. She leads the league in assists per game. So never worried about that. I think this is a good matchup for Cloud, and that's why I like this prop of over 22.5 PRA. Before we hop into that next pick, guys, as always, wanted to mention this show is brought to you by Prize Picks. Prize Picks is a fantastic daily fantasy gambling site, guys. You can do daily parlay slips, 2 to 5 picks. They have a promo going on right now where they will match your first deposit up to $100. Go over to Prize Picks and type in promo code AWESEMO. If you're listening via podcast, that is AWESEMO. Like I said, guys, 2 to 5 split parlays. It's a really fun time. Prize Picks makes it so you can play with confidence, or if you're not feeling so confident one night, you can run flex plays to where you're not necessarily having to win every single part of that parlay that you put in. They just leave the options open for you. And like I said, with this promo code, first deposit match up to $100. That's free money. I'd head on over there. You can click the link down below in the description. You can download PrizePicks on Google Play or the App Store. and type in that promo code AWESOMO and get involved in this first deposit match. All right, guys, let's go ahead and jump right into our second and final pick of the night. This pick is going to come from the Atlanta Dream and Los Angeles Sparks game, and I am taking a Rhyne Howard prop. Based on how Rhyne Howard's been playing, you would probably assume I'm taking her points or PRA or even assists over 2.5. Those are all fine and dandy tonight, especially against the Sparks team that's not very good. However, the pick I'm rolling with is going to be 1.5 turnovers. We're taking the over. A couple of notes I had for this pick. Rhyne Howard is averaging 1.6 turnovers per game on the season, and she's had 3 turnovers in each of her last 2 games. Over her last 5 games, she's averaging 2.4 turnovers per game. She has been playing extremely well offensively lately, which has led to her being even more ball dominant than she has been at other points in the season. Rhyne Howard's playing fantastic. If you guys have watched any Dream games, she's carrying that team. She's doing a fantastic job on the offensive end of the floor. However, she has the ball in her hands a lot. She's playing 30-plus minutes every single night. The opportunities for her to turn the ball over are consistently there. Another note I had here, guys, is that the Dream rank worst in the league in terms of turnovers per game. Tonight, they faced the Sparks, who rank first in the league in terms of opponents' turnovers per game. So that's something we like to look at as a perfect storm. The Sparks average the second most steals per game in the entire league this season, and Atlanta gets the rock stolen from them more than any other team. So the Sparks really good at forcing turnovers. The Dream not really good at taking care of the ball. These two things coincide and leave me thinking that 1.5 turnovers for Rhyne Howard might be a bit low. I was expecting that to be set at 2 turnovers based on her last 2 games and how well the Sparks have played in terms of turning the ball over on teams this year. I also wanted to mention, guys, the Sparks have 3 players that are particularly good at forcing turnovers, and Howard will see a lot of each of them tonight. So her primary matchups tonight will likely be Brittany Sykes, Jordan Canada, and Nika Onwumike. Brittany Sykes averaging 1.9 steals per game, Nika averaging 1.6 steals per game, and Jordan Canada averaging 1.4 steals per game. So we're looking at over 4 steals per game just by the players that will probably be Rhyne Howard's primary defensive matchup tonight. That bodes well for this prop. Also wanted to note, guys, 5 games ago, these teams met and Rhyne Howard had 5 turnovers. This was on July 21st. Sparks played against Atlanta, and they forced 5 turnovers off of Rhyne Howard. So she's definitely capable of facing this team and kind of just losing the rock a little bit. I do expect this game to be competitive, considering that neither team is a very good team. And because of that, like I mentioned earlier, I'm expecting Howard to keep playing that allotment of minutes she's been getting. She should see 32 to 35 minutes, which of course will maximize her potential for stats. That includes turnovers. While the minutes raise her assist opportunities and point opportunities and rebound opportunities, you always have to keep in mind it always increases the negative stat opportunities as well. So missed shots, turnovers, things of that nature. So 35 minutes, if she plays that many, she's definitely going to have the potential to turn the ball over one time. So I'm really liking this prop. All right, guys, that'll do it for me. I didn't want to force too many bets in, of course. Like I always say, it's a 2-game slate. Whenever we get 4 or 5 game slates, I'm down with throwing 3, 4 bets in. I'm cool with that. One more time, wanted to shout out those picks. It's going to be Rhyne Howard over 1.5 turnovers. It's going to be Natasha Cloud over 22.5 PRA. Good luck tonight, everybody. I hope everybody makes some money. Before we head out, as always, need to mention, guys, like and subscribe to the OddsShopper YouTube channel. The amount of content getting pushed out is absolutely insane. There's content for every sport. If you're a PGA guy, if you're a MLB guy, if you're a WNBA guy and you found yourself at this channel, go check out the rest of the content. We kind of have everything for everyone. So feel free to like and subscribe to this channel. Leave as many comments as you guys want. Everybody loves interacting over here, so feel free to do that. With all that being said, guys, I'm out of here. I'll be back tomorrow with more picks for you. Until then, like I said, good luck tonight, and I hope everybody makes a little bit of money. Later.